Nausea, I am getting a yes. Page of Cups. Hi, Mila. Hey, Amy. Amy, I have a yes. 6 of Wands. This feels like approval or acknowledgement. Nausea, I only answer one yes, no per person per broadcast, so you'll have to come back. Rishi, I have a yes. You'll get a lot of reward here. 9 of Pentacles. Mila, I have a no. 9 of Wands. That's good, Amy. Happy for you. It's sunshine. I have a yes. 4 of Wands. You're welcome, Mila. Hey, Maribel. You're welcome, sunshine. Hi, Fob. I'm doing well, thank you. Mary Bell, I have the Magician and the Queen of Cups. This feels like a yes for me. I do think that you might have to be the one that reaches out, though. So I feel like you'll get a response from Kova. But with the Queen of Cups and the Magician, it makes me feel like you will have to be the one to communicate first. Hey, Sienna. Sienna, I have a no, 5 of Wands. Okay. Yasaradu, I have a yes, 10 of Cups. Do you mind turning on the light before you? Thank you. Daisha. Let's see. Daisha, I feel like right now I'm not getting that these accomplishments and successes are going to come through this year. Not in a big way, at least. Maybe these you're setting the foundation here. But I feel like this year might just be a year that you're hanging low or laying low. Maybe next year will be more of the celebration. I have the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Bobby, I'm getting a no, the Tower and the 10 of Swords. You're welcome, Sienna. Hi, Vivian. Thank you for subscribing, Vivian. It's good to see you. Demolition Lovers, I'm shuffling for you now. Demolition Lovers, I'm getting a no. 6 of Swords and the Moon. There seems to be an aspect of this degree that is not going to be as beneficial as the previous career. I don't think it's more beneficial. I think it's either less or the same is kind of the message I'm getting here. You're welcome, Yasardu. You're welcome, Daisha. You're welcome, Demolition. Vivian, I am getting a no. I have the 5 of Wands. So potentially there's more to this connection that he wants from you. That could be one of the things, but I don't think it's the only thing that he's trying to do here. Doing okay, Amy. It's been a pretty good day. Pretty chill. Hi, Unfazed. Welcome in. Unfazed. Unfazed. I do feel like this is a yes. I have the world, but it does indicate that he might be trying to move on from this connection. Sometimes the world signifies the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle, needing to start anew. So there's something here regarding this connection that's coming to an end. But the answer to your question is yes. Oh my God, James, that is so sweet. Thank you for saying that. Oh my God, that means so much to me. Yeah, Amy, I was gonna say it's a warmer day outside for sure, but I've been like freezing. I feel like I'm like cold-blooded. I haven't been able to get warm today for some reason. James, that makes me so happy. It's good to know. It's nice to hear. Sag girl, I have a yes. The 4 of Cups. You're welcome, Unfazed. Wait, Sag girl, I'm so sorry. I meant to say the 10 of Cups. I'm getting a yes for you, Sag girl. 10 of Cups, not 4 of Cups. So If I said the wrong thing, I'm sorry. Amy, you're so... Oh, you guys are making me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It means a lot to hear. All right, we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off with Amy. Amy's first on the list. So Amy, if you're ready, you can go ahead and post. Luna Ray, it's okay. I'll still answer your question because you were trying to donate while instead of getting a free reading. So I'll just go ahead and do your yes no really quickly. And I added you to the donation list. Luna Ray, okay, so what they're showing me is, yes, he's cleared it. The problem is that he rushed through this lesson. I have the Six of Swords. He took the easy way out. And the Wheel of Fortune, the karma is still here. So while he's done what he feels is necessary, I still think that this cycle has not officially closed. He thinks it has. He thinks he's done the right thing, but he went the easy way out, and I still feel like the situation's going to come back around. So you'll still need just a little bit more time here. You're welcome, Luna Ray. James, I have your question. Wow, James, that's so good to hear. I'm so happy for you. Amy, I am getting a yes that he did reorder the gift. I have the moon here, which talks about like illusions or um something happening with this gift. So I think there's still a possibility that you'll still receive the gift that he reordered. I think it's just a matter of it arriving. Um Now the thing with the moon is like it talks about illusions. So he could have like put it in his cart and thought that he checked out and processed it, but maybe it's like the order officially never went through. But I think regardless, I think he did it. I think he placed the order, and I think it's just either it has arrived and his mom didn't realize that it was a gift for you, or maybe when he was still here, he received it and had intentions on giving it to you, but everything happened and went down, and like um maybe his mom didn't realize, like he didn't tell anybody that he got you a gift. So it's like it could be in his room somewhere, or it could be an unopened package or something that no one knows about. um the thing is he didn't tell you like where he ordered this from. um so like if for example if he ordered it on Amazon and it was like a family Amazon account, his mom could probably check orders and see if there was something in there for you. But it's like you don't know where he ordered it from, you don't know how long the turnaround time was for delivery. um so like I would do a little bit of research. You could always say to his mom like, hey, by the way, your cards were Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Two of Cups. These are really good cards here, cards of gift giving and um good luck and balancing karma and love and things like that. um so you could always ask his mom to do a little recon for you if she has access to his Amazon account possibly, or something like that. um but that's the only thing I can think of. It could just be one of those things where like you may get it or you may not, but he did order something for you, is what it feels like. What can I do next for you? So, Amy, if you want to give it a little bit of time, you can definitely do that. But I would just let her know that he had said that he ordered something for you and you weren't sure if he ever had the chance to place the order, or if it did come or it did arrive. Like, did she know about it, or is there a way to find out? Because you're just curious what that order or that gift was. Yeah. Or you could say like, did he happen to mention to you that he was ordering something for me or something, and see if maybe. But I feel like if his mom knew, she would have found a way to get that to you when she gave you everything else. So it's possible that she didn't even know. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when phenomenons like that happen, it's like it has to be because, especially if your lights don't normally do that, you know? So I think that when they first like approached you, they were a little bit like unsure or like wondering how things were going to go. Um, but I think once they got to know you, they started to get more comfortable. Um, I think more than anything, they could see the genuinity, I guess, in you, and they appreciated the fact that you cared enough to know that they were important to him, and that because you cared for him, you wanted to make sure that they knew that like you're not just trying to get them to be there for you, but like saying that you're there for them kind of thing. I think they appreciated feeling important to Eli by you because maybe being a friend is like a lot of times you don't normally get the recognition that you deserve because clearly this affected them. um Oh, I see, Amy. Um, I think that they didn't know what to think at first. I have the word stare, so I do feel like there was like a lot of like hyper fixation on you, staring at you, really trying to figure you out, your demeanor, what you were saying. It's like they were very present and very like just observant of who you are. I'm getting the phrase secret exposed. So I feel like there was a lot of things that were unearthed or uncovered during this interaction, things that they may have told you that you didn't know about, things that you told them that they didn't know about, kind of putting the pieces back together because from what they knew, a lot of it was just hearsay or the things that he may have told them about you. But I feel like they actually got this firsthand experience with you now that made them feel content. They feel like you have a good head on your shoulders. I'm not sure if you mentioned work, but they're showing through like this like self-controlled, disciplined, good work ethic, capable person is kind of how they're referring to you. So they could have been very impressed with like your your hosting. Maybe you did something like the way that you hosted them, maybe the things that you bought to make them feel more comfortable, or just your home or wherever it is that you guys were meeting. It's like there was some type of feeling of being impressed and also like gratitude towards you for appreciating them. Yeah, doing my best to let them know they can make themselves at home, just be comfy and talk to me about anything. Yeah, for sure. We both exchanged a lot of things back and forth about Eli and his life. I told him to watch over 54 kids. Oh, so you did tell them about work. Okay. And oh my god, yeah, they said I was a good host. Made them tea, gave them water, sodas, lasagna. Yeah, StreamYard just took me out. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's a lot going on here about like the way that you presented yourself was really, really nice. And it like gave them some self reflection and I'm hearing the word them. So like a lot of times it's like them versus me or me versus them. Um them versus us, that kind of thing. So like that kind of phrase is coming through. And I feel like for a while there before this interaction together, it was always like they're them and I am me. But now we've gotten to know each other. We're like have this newfound like closeness and camaraderie and friendship, and it's no longer just like they are them and I am me. We are now like building something here. We are now like a friendship. It's not like they're on the outside trying to figure out who I am or get minor details about me. Like they're actually, it's a very much more direct conversation, a direct, like being in direct company with one another rather than just like making assumptions or hearing what someone's saying about you or what someone says about them. It's like now you guys are building that bond and it feels closer. It doesn't like it basically doesn't feel like you guys are on the outside of each other's lives. It's like really hard to translate how spirit's coming through here. Basically showing, and also I'm like getting a sense from Eli's side, like for some reason I feel him coming through all of a sudden, and he's like very happy that what has happened is not pulling people apart but instead making people closer. There's like a acknowledgement there, I feel like a happiness. And I feel like too, well, this is another message that's coming through. So he can't physically be here, right? But he's left behind the people with whom he had a relationship with, a friendship with, some type of connection to. And whereas he may no longer be here on this earth, he has touched these people's lives. And so, in a small way, he continues to live on through these people. And it's nice, I think, for him on the other side to see and to know that he's still alive through your connection. And even though he's not physically here, it's like he's saying, I'm happy that in a way I still am, because they're keeping me alive, you know, like they're telling stories about me, they're getting to know me. And he's like, even though I'm not physically here, because of my impression on these people's lives, they have now met one another, you know? So it's like really special. It's like that's the message I'm getting. Oh, that's so sweet of them to say. Well, that's really nice. Yeah, so that's what I've got. Pretty much just like I think they liked the fact that they got to know you. They appreciate the fact that you made them feel important. Um, and like you gave them space to like talk and grieve, and I feel like there was just like this appreciation that they felt for you. A lot of times friends, you know, everyone cares about the family. Everyone cares about, oh, is mom okay? Is sis okay? Is brother okay? Is girlfriend okay? Is, you know, wife or, you know, uncle, like family. But a lot of times friends lose someone and it's a big deal, but because they weren't quote unquote family, it's like they kind of get pushed off to the side as like, oh yeah, like this person was important to you, like not as important. Like we don't need to check on you and make sure you're okay as much as we do like his family. And I think that a lot of times friendships, especially after someone passes away, they can get kind of pushed off to the side. Like they're like, I was just as impactful and just as important to this person as anyone else, but I'm not allowed to grieve or I'm not allowed to feel important because there's other people that are quote unquote more important. So I think that they just appreciated that acknowledgement. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I feel like he's coming through um in a way kind of wanting to comfort you. Um he says he knows the reason that your heart aches and that the reason why this might have been hard for you and surprisingly or unexpectedly difficult is because this is a interaction that should have happened while he was still here. And so you may feel good having them there in the moment, getting to know each other, swapping stories. Um, but when they leave, you realize that, like, this is something that should have happened. This is an introduction that should have happened through him while he was still here. And I think that's probably why it maybe have felt harder or like surprisingly more difficult when everything was said and done. And you're not wrong. He's saying, like, I want you to know you're not wrong for feeling this way. Like there's nothing wrong with it, you know, it's gonna happen kind of thing. He's saying you look pretty when you cry, or you're too pretty to cry, or something like that. Wow, I have the word cry here again. He's saying, I feel like he's saying if you don't let it out, Amy, if you don't cry, because crying and tears are natural pain relievers, it's going to cause like some type of micro trauma by extension by not feeling your feelings. He's saying, um, you know, you're gonna just bottle it all up, and this is gonna cause even more issues for you down the line. So he's encouraging you to feel your feelings and don't bottle it up, because by extension he's saying this could cause further anguish for you later on, where, you know, because like here's the thing, when we go to therapy it's because we're trying to help deal or process things that we have not taken the time to process. So he's saying that if the more you feel now, the more you experience now, the less you repress, the easier time you're going to have later on, that you don't have to revisit this pain. So he wants you to feel those feelings now, okay? I feel like he's saying, like, you were a gift to me. You are a gift. You were a gift. He says my current perspective is that I am still certain. And I feel like that's him saying, like, I wouldn't change a thing. Looking back at how everything happened, like, wouldn't I don't regret anything with you. I wouldn't have changed anything that we had together. Amy, are you feeling do you feel like you're just feeling grief, or do you feel like you're getting to certain points sometimes of like hopelessness, or do you feel like you're just feeling grief right now? Because I have the word despair, and it makes me question, maybe he's worried about your mental health, and that's why he's saying to feel all your feelings. Yeah, that's a coping mechanism, Amy. So make sure that you like try to avoid that. Yeah. I think he just doesn't want you to get to a point of like despair, you know. I think he's really trying to come through saying deal with this, you know, head on. Don't push things down. He has the word nickname here. So I don't know, that could be something between you guys. He says quality scent, quality fancy scent. He's always bringing up your smell. I personally think that we can communicate with those who have passed on or on the other side through our senses. That's where Claire abilities comes from. And so that's taste, touch, scent, smell, thoughts, sight, hearing, that kind of thing. And so maybe he's able to still smell you or something from the other side, or he's able to, I don't know, use his senses to communicate with you in some way. Or maybe that's like how he holds on to a memory, is through scent. Amy, do you sleep? This is a weird message. Do you sleep with like a night light on? Or do you keep a light on somewhere? Or like a glow from maybe the TV? A candle? Not in your room. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this is because I have the word light here. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Didn't you say lights were flickering in your house? Maybe that's what that is. The word light. Yeah. He keeps saying closure. Psychic suspense. Psychic suspense. All right, he's coming through saying that he's protective of you, especially when you're feeling down, you're feeling sad. Oh, okay. So I have sad friend them. Sad friend them. Maybe this is in reference to the friends that you met with last night. I would say maybe when you're feeling a certain way, of course you want to feel those things on your own, but don't be afraid to talk to someone, to talk to someone else, maybe even those girls that came over yesterday. He says hold body. He says whisper, hold body. So maybe that's his way of telling you that he does rest with you. Hi, Emmy. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, so I have divine drive. Divine drive. So, that could be a message for his friends instead of you. That potentially maybe he's saying like maybe have they rode for him like in memory of him, or maybe he's saying like when they're on their bikes or whatever, like I'm there with them in spirit kind of thing. Hey Lotus Bean, thank you for that. James, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. Yeah, Amy, I think the weirdest things can potentially happen to us when someone passes away. We start experiencing random phenomenons, and I personally believe it. I read into it myself. um I don't really question it, so I think that if that's how you're feeling, you shouldn't question it either. There's a chance his friends last night for a ride for him. Thank you for everything. I'll keep you updated and posted. You're welcome, Amy. All right, let me check. Emmy, did you send on Cash App? All right, perfect. All right, guys, I updated the list. I do have the option to pay to skip. So if you pay to skip, let me know and I will bump you up to the top of the list if you can't wait. If you can't wait, but you don't really necessarily want to pay to skip, you can always leave your question with me. And then I can do your reading and you can come back to check for your timestamp. That's also an option. All right, Emmy, I have your question. Thank you for leaving that with me. Thank you again, Amy. I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna work on James now. I don't know if he's here or anything, but we're gonna go ahead and get that reading done. Luna Ray, thank you for checking in. You'll be next, okay? Yeah, Amy, I remember you said that you wanted to get a reading today, so I made sure that I came on. All right, this is for James, love option 2. Hey, James, welcome back. All right, so James, as I'm shuffling for you and kind of tapping in, I close my eyes and I see little hearts around. You know, like if someone were to blow bubbles, but like they're heart shaped, or if someone were to like draw a heart over the eye of like their name or something, like I just see like little hearts all over the place, like a heart filter essentially over your connection. And then I also saw like fire, like a bonfire or fire. So I feel like that's just indicating like lots of like romance and um maybe like passion or chemistry or something. And no, James, you did not miss anything at all. You got here just in time. Good luck, Amy. Have a good night, okay? Thanks, girl. Have a great weekend if I don't see ya. He says what you're feeling, you can't stop smiling. I still feel like anxiousness, but I think it's more like nerves than anything else. Maybe nervousness, maybe she's feeling nervous or maybe you're feeling nervous, kind of like when you're going on a date for the first time, you're like super excited, but you're also feeling like anxious too because your body is recognizing that you're feeling things or doing things without really knowing the outcome. It's not feeling very predictable, so maybe some butterflies or something like that. I feel like she's either bought a new perfume recently, or she's like wearing like a newer fragrance that she hasn't worn in a long time, or like there's something here about the scent, or maybe you're looking at different colognes. I'm not sure, but there's also like an interpretation here that you guys are very much attracted to one another's pheromones. I'm hearing like words like irresistible, scent, primal, crave, sexy, that kind of thing. I feel like you guys are each other's favorite person right now. I think you're very much enjoying the connection that you're experiencing. Hey Gina, my free list is closed, but you can add to the donation list if you'd like. So I feel like she feels a cycle is coming to an end with you guys. Like, I normally start with like what she's giving to the connection, but I'm very much drawn to like her feelings right now, and that's that she feels like the hardships that she has been through is coming to a close. She's feeling a lot more inspired. Ace of Wands under thoughts. She's thinking a lot more excitedly happy and feeling a lot more inspired. I feel almost like James a little bit like she's crushing on you right now. I feel like there's kind of like this seductive quality around the two of you right now, where maybe like she's has like this new sense of attraction for you or something. Something has shifted. It's almost like the fog has lifted for her and she's like, wait a second, this dude was like right under my nose. Like, how have I not realized like how attractive he is, like how much I'm interested in him. Something about you is changing too, James. I think you're like either switching up your look or changing something about you, making yourself feel a little bit better about yourself too, which is becoming more attractive to her. But I feel like with the Knight of Cups here is like what she's giving the connection. It's funny because I said I'm imagining like hearts all over the place. And this card in particular, literally the Knight of Cups is hearts all over the place. Let me send that picture to you really quickly just so you can see, because when I was channeling, this is the image I was getting, and this ended up being the first card out, which I found very interesting. Let me see here. Okay, I just sent it to you. Hopefully you can see it and it's not like blurred out or anything. So I feel like she's feeling really good. I think her intentions are to give in to her temptation a little bit. So she wants to do something with you. She wants to follow her impulses and her urges. And I think she's willing to indulge in those a little bit. The overall influence on this connection is the Four of Wands, where I feel like you guys are in a similar place of wanting to kick things up a notch, continue to take things to the next level. And I think you're working very hard. I have 8 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. You're working very hard to try to make sure that neither of you end up hurt or disappointed from this connection. It's like you want to keep riding this wave of momentum, and that's the energy around it, is that you both are wanting to keep this good thing going, stay positive about it, and not let anything get in the way. Hey, Sag girl. Oh, that's okay. You're welcome. James, I'm not getting that she wants to commit right away after the concert. I think that might be a little bit too soon. You don't get your hopes up for that, okay? I have the 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands. I have the 7 of Swords, and then I also have the 10 of Swords with the 9 of Cups. So I feel like it's saying like your time is coming for this commitment, but I don't know if she's going to be 100% ready to jump in right after the concert. I think she wants to keep riding this wave for a little while with you, and getting to know you. I do think your time is going to come, but I think saying yes right now might be a little bit too quick. We don't want to jump the gun here. I also don't want you to feel any sense of disappointment or rejection that if you made an offer she wasn't ready for. I wouldn't want that to make you feel like you guys have to now step back from what you've been doing, or take a step back, or take a break. I want you guys to continue to be able to build on this. Sag girl, yes, 10 of Cups. I believe that's what it was. And so any kind of like disappointment, devastation, sadness, letdown, that kind of thing, by doing something too quickly or before someone is ready, could make you guys lose that progress that you've made. So I think just know that you're working in that direction, but I think it might be a little too soon after the concert. I do think it's going to happen for you though. All right, so James, in regards to receiving Reiki and massage from you, I think that she likes the idea of it. I think that it's fun for her to think about and to fantasize about. When it comes to actually getting it done, I think that she's gonna feel like that's a very personal experience, a very like intimate experience, if that makes sense. Like letting someone into your energy in that way, um, or physically into your space. Because here's the thing, you guys are kind of like, there's some kind of something being built here between you guys in a romantic way. It's not like she'd be going to you professionally and knowing that there's boundaries there. It's almost like it would feel more intimate in a way. And so for her to receive Reiki voluntarily from you, she might go with the Reiki thing. I'm kind of getting that she might be a little bit more open to that at first, but I still think that she knows like this is very personal. Like it would feel very personal to her, and very intimate to her. So I think she has the fun thinking about that, fantasizing about that. She thinks like, oh, like she likes the idea of it, but I don't know if like actually executing it and saying yes to actually doing it is something that she go through right now or go through with right now. But I am leaning towards a maybe yes, but I'm not have like a confident clear cut answer that she would agree to that. I think it's more, again, more fun to her to think about, fantasize about, um toy with the idea of it rather than actually doing it. But I think that she would not turn you down eventually. I think it's the same thing with like the commitment thing. I think it's something that she'd be open to eventually. Yeah, no, she would be open to it in the future for sure. And I think even right now, she would think about it. Like, will she ever? Yes. I am getting a yes for that for sure. Luna Ray, are you still here? You got it. Thank you, James. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. All right, Luna Ray, this is for you. Shuffling now. So, Luna, as I'm shuffling, the first thing that's coming through is like, he thinks very highly of you, and I think he wants to do right by you. He wants the best for you, and he thinks about you quite a bit. Um, I'm specifically hearing like at night, more specifically, is where he thinks, and I think that he hopes that he can work all of this out because I think that you have like he holds you in high esteem. Like you have a big place in his life, in his heart, in his mind. And I feel like disappointing you would be really devastating to him. Wow, he has a lot of love for you, Terry. You have so many great cards here: Queen of Cups, Empress, Knight of Cups, Temperance, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups. Like lots of love, lots of feelings, lots of emotions. He feels like you are the ultimate woman for him. You are his divine feminine in his eyes. And I feel like his true intention is to come for you, to come find you, seek you out, come back to you, whatever phrase of that resonates with you. He wants to do that. Um and I feel like you're ready, but I think you're saying I want to make sure that when you come for me, you're ready. And like we're not going to have to keep going in this cycle over and over. If you're coming for me, come back for good. Come to me for real this time. And he's saying that's what I want to. I think that he wants to be with you for forever. I have the 10 of cups here. He wants to be in harmony with you, align with you. He wants you to be his genuine life partner. Um, I feel like you guys are constantly missing one another, and that could be a strength in your connection because no matter what, you're always thinking of one another and wanting to be together. And I think that if anything pulls you apart, it's that there is another feminine energy that seems to be kind of around or here. Maybe it's a situation with feminine energies in general that he has to work through and process. This can be like residual feelings or traumas surrounding feminine energies, maybe relationships he's been in, or even his own like mother, even, or a maternal figure. Um, he does think of you in high esteem, and he thinks of you as like the ultimate. So this other feminine energy that could be a karmic or is interfering with the connection, it's he doesn't look at them as highly as he views you, as highly evolved or as much of a match for him as you are. The issue is that he has unfinished business a lot of times with this feminine energy. It could be more than one person. It could be a sister, it could be a mom, a grandma, it could be another relationship that he might be involved with. But he views you as like higher than them. It's just that he has to like finish out this cycle with them first before he can come through for you. Let's see. The energy around the relationship, Queen of Swords, is that you're probably very guarded. I feel like he could potentially be feeling guarded as well. You both want each other to be very direct with one another. You're like, let's not beat around the bush anymore. Let's be honest and upfront. Let's be direct, because I can't handle any more confusion when it comes to this connection. And I think that there's a lot that you guys aren't telling one another either. I think that there's some things you're keeping to yourself. You're not maybe communicating with him even though you want to. You're really trying to respect the space so that way he can fulfill whatever it is he needs to do and finish whatever he needs to finish. And so there's a lot of holding back and restraint here in this connection. Now, will the relationship be successful? I do have a yes. I have the Two of Cups. I do feel like he's coming back for you. Manu, yes, I can do a yes no for you. Go ahead and post. So Luna Ray, that is what I have. I hope that resonated for you. Let me know. You're welcome, Luna Ray. Have a good night. Thanks for your patience. If anybody that donated would like to skip the line, you can pay to skip. It's $5 and it will bump you to the top of the list. Deo Shanae, if you're here, please let me know. Donation by Venus Galore. Please check in with me. Manu, I am getting a no that they will not respond. I have the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords for today. Now, that could change. They could respond tomorrow. But specifically for your question, I am getting a no. Again, Five of Cups, Seven of Swords. Day Oceane, please check in. I have a donation for Venus Galore. If you're here, please check in. Hey girl. Hey girl. I'm ready for you. You're next. Would you like to post your question? Also, Lotus Bean, if you want to check in with me, I'm ready for you to post your question. I see you. Did you comment your question? Maybe I was on mute. I do see that you checked in, Day. I see ya. I just wanted to know what we're doing for you. There might be a lag on the live stream, so sorry about that. Okay. That sounds good, Venus. Now, for the mini love spreads, I do have two options. Sounding from what you're wanting to know, you might want to do option number 2, which focuses more on them. But I have option 1 and 2. Do you have a preference? That's okay. That's okay. All right. So, Day, I think we should do love option number 2 for you. It goes over what they're giving to the connection, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions, as well as if there's any influences or blocks we need to know about, and the overall energy. So I think that might be the best one for you for this situation. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for you now, okay? You're welcome. So the first thing that's coming through for you, Dave, just through shuffling is like, I feel like this person is insanely attracted to you. I feel like this person's libido is high. I feel like they're very, very into you physically. I'm getting like reoccurring messages of insane attraction and sexual tension, at least from his side of things, because I'm trying to tap the most into his side of things. Now, I don't know if you guys have actually gone there, but there's like something about attraction here that's extremely strong. Now, it is feeling definitely romantic. I don't feel like this person wants anything platonic with you whatsoever, does not want to be friends with you. I feel like this person definitely wants to be with you more than friends, okay? So there's like just like a very seductive quality. Again, it feels just very, very sexual. I do feel like he's trying to find meaning in this relationship, or I guess I should say connection with you that you guys are forming, because you said that it is like a new situation. So I think he is trying to figure out like what he's feeling, thinking about what he wants from this, maybe what you want from this. There is this level of admiration that he has for you. So I do feel like outside of having a physical attraction to you, I feel like he does care about you too. I don't think it's just physical for him, even though there's just a lot of energy here coming through as like tension, sexual tension. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. What's hidden? Overall energy. I feel like he might want to act on impulse. I don't know if that's necessarily in his MO to do that, like if that's his natural behavior to just act on impulse, but I feel him wanting to. He's wanting to act on those urges and intrusive thoughts that he has. So I feel like with what he's giving the connection is he wants to continue to give attention to it, put effort towards it. He wants to continue to communicate with you. I feel like he wants to continue to put effort in. For thoughts is 8 of Pentacles, so he wants to continue to build on this or work on this. In the end, to have something that he's proud of. So I think that he feels like with you, he can accomplish something here that will bring happiness or satisfaction. And he's willing to put in the work to do that. Now, I do feel like he's sensing you as maybe a bit guarded. Maybe he's still trying to figure you out, because I keep hearing the word why. So, like, maybe he's trying to figure out, like, who you are, what you want. You could be kind of guarded or hesitant here with this person. And so he's perceiving you as someone who's like keeping him at a distance. And while you might be very animated and communicative and um, fun, and you have a lot of really great qualities, he could still feel like you might be keeping him at arm's length, even though you're being very engaging with him. Okay. he could still feel like there's something here, like he hasn't quite been able to get to you fully or something. So there could be like this feeling of, and you could also be very blunt with him too. Like you could be just a very direct person. So he's just receiving you as like someone who just like says it like it is. And he could find that very refreshing. Again, he's saying, I admire her. I think he wants to spend time with you, have fun with you. I think he's interested in like doing fun things, action oriented things, like getting out of the house and doing things maybe that you guys haven't done before. I think he's inspired to be in your company and do fun things with you. Like I think he wants to explore more of this relationship. I don't think he's ready to like give up or walk away. I think that you've definitely piqued his interest and it's something that he wants to continue on. Um, I don't think that there's any like influences or blocks that feel really heavy here, but I do have the Eight of Swords, and this does indicate like a mental restriction. So if there's any kind of block or influence, it's going to come from either his mind, or your mind, in regards to feeling restricted or feeling like you have to be protective of yourself, or he has to, or you have to be guarded of yourself, or he has to, or feeling as though you're not fully ready to open up. But again, this is like your own imposed feeling that you have within yourself, or he has within himself, that could be serving as a block because we're not ready to completely open up. But I don't think there's necessarily anything external that's blocking this connection or influencing this connection. I think if there's any blocks, it's coming from you guys individually as a person, or your own issues or trauma, or experiences that may be stopping you from fully giving this a go. But I feel like he's interested. I think that he wants to be more than friends with you. I think he wants to be physical with you. I think that he's interested in romance. And I do think that he like looks at you in admiration and you inspire him. I think he wants to spend more time with you. And I think he wants to continue this connection. Now, if you're wanting to know, is he here for commitment? I think he would be open to it, but I don't think he's necessarily here for commitment. I think he's here for something. I think he's here for anything. To be completely honest with you, I think he's here going, I'm open for anything. I'm here to have a good time, have fun, and see how things naturally develop. I think he's here for wherever things take. I let me just put it this way. I don't think he's against commitment. I don't think he's against it. I think he just would like to see how things go and how things naturally evolve over the course of you guys knowing one another before making a decision like that. I think for him, commitment is not a state of mind. I think it's a state of person. So I think that if he feels like if he finds the right person, then he would be open to commitment. Like, exactly. Like, he's not necessarily seeking anything specific out. I think he's just saying, if I find the right person, then I would be open to it. If I find someone that I feel like I could be around every single day and never get tired of, then I'm open to commitment. He's not against it, and he doesn't look at it as a bad thing. But it's not necessarily his priority. Hopefully that resonated for you. Let me know if you have any questions. He said, yeah, I agree. Me either. That's why I'm just like seeing how we vibe first and what happens. I'm not controlling anything. It made sense. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I hope that you are feeling him as well. Because I'm feeling a lot of like intensity from his side of things, but maybe you're not so sure. But just so you know, he's picking up on that if that's the case, because you were the Queen of Swords in his reading. I think he could be potentially a little intimidated by you, but he's attracted to that as well. So he's like, she scares me, but I like it. You're welcome. Have a good night, Day. It was good seeing you. All right, Lotus Bean, we are ready for you. If you're here, please check in with me. Go ahead and post your question whenever you're ready. I'm just going to run to the restroom really quickly, but I will be right back. We're going to move on to our next donation for Emmy. Emmy, if you're here, you can check in with me if you'd like. Since Emmy left her question with me, I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Hopefully Lotus Bean comes back soon. This is for Emmy. So, Emmy, I'm not sure if you know what you're planning on doing, but I'm feeling like Spirit saying let loose, have some fun, maybe potentially like get out, do something you haven't done before. So I have like the word like distance and road trip here coming through. And so I feel like getting yourself out of like your natural habitat, your natural environment, would be really good for you to celebrate your birthday, make your birthday feel really special. So again, I'm not sure if you have any plans. Maybe you already are planning on going out and doing something. And so this is more like acknowledgement or confirmation on that. But if you don't have any plans specifically, I'm hearing go ahead and make a plan to go do something. Don't worry about the uncertainty of it all. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just go do something fun. I have the word wild coming through. Just do something that is maybe a little out of your comfort zone, but something that will be very memorable. Now, this is interesting. I have the words baby and body coming through. So I don't know if you're in a place where fertility is like in question or what exactly that means there, but I do have that. So if you're at like childbearing age, you might be at a time where you're extremely fertile right now. So maybe random hookups might not be the best thing to do, or maybe it is if that's what you're wanting to have in life. But I'm just specifically hearing like baby, body, and body, baby, something like that. So just keep that in mind if that resonates for you. Let's see. Baby body. If you have children, this could also be like feeling an insecurity about your body that you currently have. Maybe not knowing what to wear, how to dress. Something along those lines, but they're basically saying to just get yourself all dolled up, make yourself feel really good, feel really nice. If your ideal like birthday is to just kind of have a really chill, low-key kind of thing, then definitely do what feels comfortable to you. But I think the encouragement here is getting a little bit out of your comfort zone, doing something, wearing something, or going somewhere that feels like new and memorable and exciting. Or if someone else is planning a birthday for you, this could be hinting to you what those plans are. Is there anything that you wanted to cross off your bucket list? Is there anything you fantasized or dreamt about doing? I feel like Spirit is saying now's the time to do that. Let's see. See, I feel like you're the type of person that might like to crawl up with like a nice book or TV show or movie, kind of be on your own, maybe get a glass of wine or something good to eat and kind of spend time on your own. But I'm hearing like, I'm hearing, or I guess I'm getting the sense of like, it's important for you to get out and get some girls together, get a group of friends together, even, and do something fun. Don't repeat like the same things that you've done in the past, because it might be in your comfort zone to stay home or do something very low key, but at the same time that's not going to set any other day apart for you, from your birthday to any other day. So that's like the main message I'm getting. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm getting quality gems. So you might be getting a gift or getting yourself a gift that's like has to do with jewelry or some type of quality gift, something more luxury than what you typically would buy for yourself. I'm also hearing massage. So I think that it's important that you indulge a little bit in treating yourself to something nice, something that you typically wouldn't do for yourself or buy for yourself. It's okay to splurge a little bit around your birthday. So that is what I have for you, Emmy. I feel like I'm starting to say the same things over and over again. So I think that's where the message needs to come to a natural close. All right, so last call for Lotus Bean, also last call for donations. If anyone wanted to donate, please make sure that you do that now and let me know before I sign off. For Lotus Bean, I'm sorry that we missed you. I haven't seen you post your question, and I didn't see a question posted on the donation either. So I'm gonna have to get you next time. You'll have to make sure you come back the next time that I'm live. All right, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. We're going to go ahead and close the list again. Lotus, if you come back to this later on and you realize that your reading wasn't done, just make sure that you catch me next time so we can redeem that reading. I don't ever expire donations. I don't refund them, so you'll definitely have to come back next time and redeem that. However, I don't expire them, so you could come back in a month if that's when you made it on here and get your reading from me, okay? All right, everyone else, I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll see you next time.